Fresh from the comic shop. This right here is where everybody gets to participate. We all look forward to each and every week getting those new issues, whether it be on Wednesday, whether it be in your mail, what have you. It is fresh from the comic shop, fly from the pressing salon. Not sure if you're a DJ Jazzy Jeff and Fresh Prince fan, but that is a play off of Summertime, the old 1990 hit, I guess, 30 years ago. What? But what we do here is Chris and I share our fresh gets from the week. They could be mail call, they could be local comic book shop, they could be AOKs, what have you, as well as our good friends and our audience telling us what they got. Now, I'm not sure if you have anything to show off, Rob. If not, that's all good because Rob is in the middle of a move and his house is a little bit of a mess. Do you have something?
I don't. Yeah. So I have everything that I own, graphic novel wise, comic book wise, is currently boxed up. That's why we have this lovely gray screen behind me here. Normally there would be like a backdrop with comic book art and all the snobby comics that I want everybody to know that I read, but I don't want to act like I want everybody to know that I read. They would all be on the shelf behind me. I've been doing that whole vibe, but so now you just get the blank wall. But I'm happy to listen to what you guys got, you know?
All good. Chris and I are going to share one book each, and then, but at the same time, we're going to share what you guys shared with us. And we're going to start right here, actually, with our audience. We got Comic Noob, and we all know. Rob, have you been watching WandaVision?
I have not. I've watched Mandalorian. I have not watched WandaVision. I am actually, Rogue One is my favorite of all the Star Wars films that have come out since Return of the Jedi. Rogue One is my favorite one. So I'm excited about the Andor series, but I have not caught WandaVision yet. Which the good news is I don't need to, because on Twitter I already know everything that happened. So,
okay. Fair. All right, so this won't spoil anything for you because it's basically WandaVision. But Comic Noob, West Coast Avengers 45. This book is hot. Chris, I think it's going for what, $160 these days, average sales. I mean, that's looking like a nice minty fresh copy. I mean, you'd be able to find these a dime a dozen 6 months ago. I'll tell you what though, and Rob mentioned this, I'm a diehard John Byrne fan. I am so excited that his West Coast Avengers run is getting some love, and I'm very happy that Comic Noob got his hands on that really hot issue. I'm not sure if you saw that. Go ahead.
Can I ask a question?
You're allowed.
Why were there West Coast Avengers? Like, could they not get there from the East Coast? Like, are they stuck in traffic? Like, why did there have to be a West Coast Avengers?
You know, all fair questions. This was one of the first series I collected. So at an early age, when I was a young kid, I didn't really have that question. And since then, it never permeated my head. Now that you bring that to my attention, you're right. I mean, Iron Man could probably go cross country in about an hour or so in his armor alone, let alone somebody being able to teleport them there. I don't have answers for you. I just love John Byrne. Look at this.
Like if shit goes down east of the Mississippi, are they like, nah, fuck that? You know what I mean? The other guys can handle that one.
But they did. Sorry, I just cut you off. They did have a Great Lakes Avengers that John Byrne came up with as a kind of that was a joke.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe they'll have one down south for you there in Georgia. It's a good possibility.
Yeah.
Chris,
we have Crockett and Tubbs.
What's that?
I said we have Crockett and Tubbs. We don't need the Avengers. You know
Crockett and Tubbs. Oh, Florida. Yeah, definitely. Oh God! Now you have the Miami Vice theme song in my head. Is it Hans Zimmer? Yeah, I think so. Chris, what do you got for us?
Well, man, I had a nice stack of some awesome books. I had to show off this one though because it's Jeff in my own. It's our favorite character, and this is a book. It's my Grail run, and this is a book that has been getting hot. It's not really key. It's just it's becoming a key simply because of the team up and the mashup, and that's Amazing Spider-Man 119 featuring the Hulk, and it's in a nice, really nice looking fine plus condition. This book has been getting hot, and I went to my favorite shop, A1 Comics, and got it for $19 in a really nice conservative fine plus grade. These books, 119 and 120 are a two-part with the crossover with Hulk. And I'm telling you, these books, especially in higher grade, they've been going, or you like, you know, probably from the fine to very fine. I mean, they've been pushing $100. So to find one for $19, very happy. Like I said, this is my Grail run. I have basically every book from 102 to 440 something whenever the run ends. And this was one of the only ones that I was missing from the Bronze Age. So very happy to have added
that's
this.
a nice book. That run especially, like getting that for $19 seems like that's a really reasonable price there.
Absolutely. I was, again, I mean, I was blown away. I saw it in there and I'm like, you know, people talk about how, you know, where they go into their LCS and they start going through, and it's funny because with A1, and I love A1, I know they wouldn't do this, but it's funny just to mention, they have their kind of bigger back issues behind the counter, right? So you got to ask for like the A, B, C box or whatever. So I'm like, can I get the A box? And I'm looking through and I see this and I'm like, $19. Taking it up to the counter. I'm like, you're not changing the price on it. Cause you know, oh, $19. No, that's $50 now. Here you go. But I know A1 would never do that, but I was still in my like territorial, you know, mind state when the moment I snatched this and like, Yeah,
no, that's an amazing book.
When I started working on Hawkman, I wanted to read everything there was of Hawkman, which is actually doable because we only had 270 some comics or whatever. But a lot of them were just the black and white. Marvel calls them essentials, the showcase volumes that DC puts out, right? It's just black and white reprints. So I actually went and assembled all but 2 issues of the Silver Age Hawkman run. I can't get number 4, which is Zatanna's first appearance. And there's one other one that I wasn't able to find. But because I wanted to see them in color. I wanted to see what these characters looked like in color if I was going to be writing them. You know what I mean? And it was a really cool. That's the first time I ever went, and like you were saying, that your Grail run or whatever. It was the first time ever in my life that I've gone and tried to assemble a run of comics, you know? And it was super fun. Like, you know, digging through the boxes at conventions or going into a store. I'm in some town I haven't been to before, and I'll go into the comic shop and see if they got one of the issues I need or whatever, you know. And I get it, you know. I get why people do it, and I get the fun of it and the enjoyment of it and the satisfaction of it, you know. But yeah, when I would find like an issue for like $10 that was in like super good condition and it had, you know, like a Joe Kubert cover or something, I'd be like, this is crazy. I can't believe I just got this thing for $10, you know. Well, it's Hawkman. Nobody really cares. So.
You got to stop doing that because people do care about it. But it is so gratifying to find those books in the bins. And like, I'll tell you what, this sounds crazy, but I never took time to go digging through bins until the pandemic. Now I can find myself sitting 3 hours in a shop going through the dollar bins, and I don't know what it is, but I've had so much fun. I mean, I found dollar books that are $240. I think, you know, it's just that are worth $240 and people just missed it. Yeah, it's insane. Anyways, so, well, actually, question about the Hawkman run. How long did it take you to assemble that?
Well, I mean, I never got the whole thing, right? But I mean, I was still buying issues pretty deep into the run, just because at that point I just wanted them. You know what I mean? I didn't necessarily need them anymore. I just wanted to have the whole run. Like I say, I'm still missing 2. I'm missing number 4, and I think I'm missing like number 7 or something. And I can't remember why I'm missing number 7. I don't think there's anything in it. It's not like anybody's first appearance or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 4 is a challenge.
Yeah, but that's the only, that in Astro City is the only thing that I have all the singles of, because Astro City is the very first comic book that I read that got me into reading comics. Nice. So yeah,
that's awesome.
That's awesome. All right, I'm going to share one right here, right now. Again, I already mentioned this once in the show. I've mentioned it before in other shows, but John Byrne is one of my favorite artists. He's an artist that, like, early on in my collecting, I didn't realize that you had different artists working on different books. And when I started to realize and started being able to distinguish between artists, John Byrne it just hit me on the nose. I'm like, this guy is amazing. And I just wanted to get everything that he worked on. And he went from Marvel to DC working on a Superman run. I collected that Superman run just because I loved his artwork, and I love his writing too. But this is right here. This is Fantastic Four 209. It is the first issue of the Fantastic Four that John Byrne worked on. So I had to pick this up. I think I got this for like $6. Again, it's not like a spec book or anything like that, but it's definitely something that's like near and dear to my heart. And I'm going to start looking for more John Byrne kind of key issues because of it. Because I read this on Marvel Unlimited. It's John Byrne to a T, and it's his early works at Marvel, and I had to get it. So I'm pretty pumped that I got that one. But enough about Chris, me, and Rob. We're going to get to you guys because we got Dan De La Torre, What If number 34. Look at this issue. I don't know what it's about, but it's comedy. I mean, you can see the Watcher in the top right or top left corner crying there. That is, I mean, that's a nice pickup there, Dan. Dan also picked up Tales to Astonish 101. I am not sure the significance on this, although it looks like to be signed, but it is a nice Silver Age book. All right, next up we got Union Josh Comics with Tales to Astonish number 28. Now, the significance of this book, everybody, is the first Moon Knight story, solo story. The first Moon Knight solo story. As we all know, we got Disney Plus. We got a Disney Plus Moon Knight series on the way. These books are going to get hot. You see these books, guys. They are at a reasonable price. I would snap them up, and by reasonable, anything under $30 would be absolutely worth your while. This one's great. These are great. Vinny Whitlock has Submariner number 3 and 9. He picked those up this week. Nice Silver Age Submariner. Good. This is another character you guys should be looking at because the MCU will be integrating. I mean, I know the rights are a little tricky. I think Paramount holds some sort of weird rights, just like the Hulk. But they're going to be integrating Submariner. There's rumors going around that he will be the villain in Black Panther 2. We got another Vinny Whitlock. We have Fantastic Four number 23 at a 4.5. Fantastic Four, guys. It's coming. It's coming in the MCU. Now, here we go. To all you bad idea lovers out there, including myself, we have ENIAC number 1. B. Schnur, our good friend B. Schnur, probably drinking a Yingling lager right now. Wish I had one in my hand, but I cannot find them in my area right now. Usually I can. Yingling lager. Yingling lager, Robert, it is the oldest brewery in the United States.
Yeah, I'm aware. I don't know why you can't find it. Why can't you find it?
It's because it's weird because like they're centralized in the Philadelphia area, Pennsylvania area, and down south. Like I lived in Nashville for a bit. I could find it anywhere out of there. Can you find it in Georgia?
Oh yeah, I got Yingling everywhere over here. I got it in a can. I got it in a bottle. Like, what do you need? You know what I'm saying?
I'd like a 6-pack.
It's not a grocery store.
I need a 6-pack right now is what I need. So, but I guarantee he's sipping on Yingling. And then also B. Schnur, he's got the Berserker. Guys, they sold 600,000 copies of this first issue. That's an incredible number in this day and age. You know, we all know the 90s where we hit a few million, I think. But Jesus, 600,000, that's an accomplishment, no doubt whatsoever. We also have Austin Vicky Moore with Spawn number 8. Can't tell, it's the top there. You have Spawn number 12, and you have Batman and Spawn crossover. That's some good stuff there. All right, and then we have Simply Shellix. She's got some nice books here. We have Amazing Spider-Man number 220. We have 355 and 356. Mark Bagley goodness. That is a great run right there. And guys, this is my favorite one right here from our good friend Swaggle House. This is fun. We were all kids in the 90s here, all three of us, so we'll appreciate this. So Swaggle House says, what do you guys think was the better buy from my local comic shop? That super lame Eternals number 1 or the totally awesome 1993 Marvel Masterpiece packs I got for $5 a pop? The answer should be obvious. Rob, I'm not sure if you're following very closely, but holy shit. Superhero cards are blowing up.
Superhero cards? Like trading
Tell
cards?
him, Chris. Tell him.
Yeah. Tell me.
I got mine out here. Where are they? Oh man, here they are. I love showing them off right now because of how hot they are, and I'm like, look at me. I'm cool. I'm gonna retire now with my complete set of the Marvel. Oh wait, where am I at? Marvel trading cards, and I even have all of the holograms in my look at this, my bleach washed folder with Simpson stickers on it.
Bring it closer. Let me look at the cards again. Bring them up close.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's go to. Oh, I love when they did this. When they did the MVC most valuable comic cards, and they took the covers of the key issues. That was cool.
Yeah. So for me, I love trading cards. Like, because I started out, with baseball cards when I was younger. I just love them. They feel cool in your hands. I love flipping through them. I love all that kind of stuff. And I didn't know that superhero cards were like a thing and they were making a comeback or something like that. I mean, dude, if somebody made trading cards out of some of my stuff, it'd blow my mind. Like, that would be like, that would freak me out. So I would love to have that. But, yeah, I'll have to keep an eye out for that. Because did DC ever do trading cards?
Probably, yeah. Yep. Here's what's happening in the collectible markets in the pandemic. Things are blowing up, like in terms of the prices are going through the roof. So people are just scrambling for the next hottest thing. And these cards, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, because I don't know I can't give it. I saw somebody selling a set for $125, which I thought was on the low end. I've seen it reach thousands of dollars, right? Especially for the X-Force #1 Deadpool card. That thing is going for a ridiculous amount of money. I mean, X-Force, they made 6 million copies of X-Force. They produced 6 million copies. So that's what's happening with that.
What about like the sketch cards that used to come in those things?
Those are probably going for a pretty penny.
Cards in those.
I remember those, yeah.
Do those sell too, or not really, because it's just a sketch card,
No, I would assume that those are going, like anything collectible right now. People are not going to the movies. People are not going out to dinner. People are not doing any of that stuff. So they're putting their money into this stuff that, rekindling things from the past. And it's just insane. It's insanity. Absolute insanity. But that is our Fresh from the Comic Shop.